Students of Success, Dr. Mike here. I want to talk to you today about happiness. What is happiness? Obviously, happiness is something that everybody is in search of every day because we don't want to be sad. We don't want to feel bad. We want to feel good. However, people chase short bursts of happiness through drinking, through smoking, through different personal actions, video games, mostly through food, because that creates that dopamine rush that's real quick and happiness. Unfortunately, that type of happiness goes up quick, but also comes down quick. So how can we build a life of happiness? First of all, you are not going to feel amazing every second of every day. So if that's your expectation, you've already set yourself up for failure. This weekend I just got back from South Carolina, taking my son down there. He just got into medical school. So we were going down to visit the campus, and he starts in 2 months, and we hadn't been down there yet. And we took a tour of the hospital, the actual medical school. And I got to go through with my son and see what his next 4 to 8 years is going to look like. And the level of commitment and dedication and blood and sweat and tears that are going to be required are off the charts. This is why there are very few people that go through medical school to be doctors. This is why when you come across a doctor and you say, wow, they seem pretty arrogant, well, because they have earned it. They've separated themselves from 99.9% of the population. Where am I going with this? When I was walking through that school, knowing, I have 3 children, we'll talk about them, knowing that my son was even capable of being in that position, that my wife and I, we didn't do their work for them, but from the day they were born, we made a commitment to each other that we would do every single thing in our humanly power to give our kids the opportunity to live a better life than we are living. Not based upon material things, not based upon that type of stuff, but having the opportunities to do what you want to do and to make a difference in the world. At that moment, my level of pride and happiness was off the charts. I didn't even have to say a word. From this day forward, with all my happiness in my life and for my wife comes through our children. And this is a long-term happiness. It's a slow drip over time. As they graduate from, my oldest son, as he graduated from his bachelor's degree, he is now 1 year away from earning his law degree. That makes me incredibly happy. It's not like I went out and had some drinks at the bar at night and the happiness was gone. That happiness lasts a lifetime. My son going to medical school, graduating here and in 2 months from a major undergraduate college that is more rigorous than I've ever seen, on the dean's list, makes my wife and I happy. My daughter is a freshman. Dean's list, first semester. Happiness. So what am I saying? Happiness does not come, if you are searching for your happiness in life on little tiny bite-sized things that everybody can do, you are going to live a roller coaster and have a mental disaster in your head spinning every day. always looking for that next drink, that next smoke, that next sexual encounter, that next food, fast, that is what is going to drive you to that quick happiness dopamine thing. And I'm telling you, that is the path of destruction. I'm not saying that some of those things aren't great, but if you're looking for that as the extent of your happiness, then you are going to be very, very disappointed. You need to pick some things out. Happiness also comes not from the external things with your family, it comes from yourself. And this is why I push health and fitness so much. When you focus on you and you focus on your fitness, when you take your shirt off, your clothes at night, when you go to take a shower, and you look in that mirror, and you're proud of that person that you see, not just because of the fitness, but because of the mindset, because of the routines, the things that you have committed to that others won't. That will give you a sense of happiness that is long-lasting and is not fleeting in a second like that, gone. So what am I saying? Focus on the things that are going to give you the long-term happiness, that aren't instant gratification. We live in this instant gratification world where we flip through TikTok and social media and things like that, looking for that next high to be able to feel good. And I understand it's an addiction. But we, especially as men, have to break that addiction. You have to know your purpose. You have to know why you're here. You have to be that example, that role model for your family. And I speak about health and fitness and mental, your mindset so much because you pass that along to your children. If you're fat, if you're lazy, if you're out of shape, if you're drinking, if you're eating junk food all the time, if you're taking part in all of these simple pleasures on a routine basis for happiness, your kids are going to see that same thing. So, at the end of the day, there's only so many tomorrows. We have to live our best life. Focus on yourself. Have a lot to give to others. I wouldn't have had the energy to give to my kids the way that I can at this point in my life if I didn't take care of myself. And taking care of myself physically, taking care of myself mentally, because I want to see my kids get to that next level. Then I want to see them work hard and allow their kids to get to that next level, and on, and start that family tree going in a positive direction. You can be that person. You can be that person to change your family tree, to set new roots, to build a new life for generations to come. But it's up to you. It's a choice, and it all of it starts with your health and your fitness. And I talked about this in a video prior to that, because nothing matters if you are dead. You do nothing good for your family if you are sick, debilitated, and draining the family resources because you have not taken care of yourself. And the worst thing that can happen is if you are fat and you are lazy and you've pushed that lifestyle and you've lived that, and you look at your children and they're following in your footsteps. I really can't think of anything worse, or something that could make you incredibly sad and destroy all of your happiness, to see your children following in those types of footsteps. So live your best life today. There's only so many tomorrows. You have one life. One life. Put every single bit of your energy into it so you have it to give to the world. Take care, guys.